Hello students, I am Sister Mary here. Welcome to 10th Maths NCERT Chapter 15 Probability. Today we will see the introduction part of it. Let's see what is the meaning of probability. Probability means chances, possibilities, etc. In 9th standard already I have explained to you the meaning of probability. Probability means normally we discuss about the future event that's going to happen. So future event means normally it is uncertain. We are not very sure. It may happen or it may not happen. So that is why the meaning of probability is chances or possibilities, or it can be uncertainties and can be may or may not. So there is some chances of raining today. There may not be rain today. So normally we say probably it might rain. Probably it may not rain. Normally the possibilities we talk. Probably she might get she might be the topper in the school. Probably she must be scoring above 90%. Probably it might be cloudy today. So normally the possibilities we talk about it, that is the meaning of probability. Now this probability is expressed in the fractional form. So the formula for probability, P stands for probability, E stands for event. So the formula for that is number of favorable outcomes divided by total number of possible outcomes. So any event, if we take that event to take place, we say favorable outcome which we expect, and then the total number of the possible outcomes. Now when we see example, this formula will be clear to you. For example, if we take one coin, what is the possibility of getting head and tail? So if the possibility of getting head, if we see, then either if we toss a coin, either you will get head or you will get tail. So there is the number of favorable outcome for head. There is one possibility of getting head, because one coin when you toss, either it will fall on head or on tail. So one possibility. So one possibility, that is number of favorable outcomes. So there is one possibility of getting head, and then total number of possible outcomes. So what is the total number of outcomes here? Total number is head and tail. So that is why there are two possibilities are there. So we write the total number of possible outcomes. So possibility total are 2, either head or tail, that is a possibility. So no, total number is 2, but for head to get the possibility 1, either head or tail. So one possibility of getting head. Now if we see the possibility or the probability of getting tail, same, either tail will come once or head will come once. So number of favorable outcome is 1 and divided by total number of possible outcome. Total number here 2. That's how this formula is applied. Now if we take one more example, that is dice. You know the dice. So when we throw the dice, what are the possibilities are there? Once you throw the dice, either you can get 1 or you can get 2 or you can get 3 or you can get 4 or 5 or 6. Any of these, one possibility is there to come. So we can write this as, if you want to get the probability of getting 1. If you want probability of getting 1, then it will be, how many possibility we have? 1 to get, there is one chance is there to get 1, and then the total number of possible outcome. How many total number of possible outcome here? 6. So this is how this formula is applied. Now let's see the probability of event. Now probability of the event, either it can be 0 or it can be 1. Or it can be, see, this is P stands for probability, E stands for event. So probability of an event, it can be equal to 0 or it can be equal to 1. So it can be more than 0 and less than 1. In 9th standard I have explained to you this. Probability of an event, normally it can happen or it may not happen. So if it doesn't happen, then it will be 0. If it happens, then it will be 1. And always the value will come between 0 to 1. This I have explained to you in 9th standard. Now let's see types of event. Now there are some types of event which will not take place. For example, can a child fly like a bird? So it is not a possible event. So possibility of an event or probability of an event, a child flying like a bird, will be 0. That is called impossible event. The event that is not possible to take place. So we call it impossible event. Now there is one more event which sure to happen. If we say sun rises in the morning. Now sun will rise in the morning only. It's not going to rise some other time. Therefore this type of event is called sure event. So that we say probability of the event equal to 1 because it is sure to happen. So this is not sure. Not sure means it will not happen only. A child to bird like a fly will not happen. So it is an impossible event which is considered as 0. And the possible event which will sure to happen is considered as 1. Now one more event, that is elementary event. Elementary event means which has one outcome at a time. Example, tossing of a coin. If we toss one coin, at a time either you will get head or you will get tail. You will not get both. So either head or tail. So any one thing will take place at a time. So that is called elementary event. At a time one event will take place. So that is called elementary event. Now if you take dice also at a time, either you will get 1 or a 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or a 6. Any of this, any one you will get it. So at a time one event will take place and that is called elementary event. Now something called complementary event. Now complementary event means not having an event. It doesn't take place. Okay. This complementary event is written like this. Possibility of or the probability of the event, that is sure event, probability of the event plus probability of not having the event. So we write it as a not having the event. You take both. For example, sun rises in the morning. It is a possibility of an event. Plus the child birds flies like a bird. It is not going to happen. So that is not going to happen. So both will be equal to 1 because possibility of sun rising in the morning is 1 and plus the child flying like a bird, it will not happen. So 0. So 1 plus 0 equal to 1. Now this formula is rewritten this way. Possibility of not having the event will be equal to 1 minus possibility of the event comes this side. So you have to minus that. So this formula is very important. This is called complementary event. So in this chapter you have to know two formula, that is this formula can consider as formula 1. The number of favorable outcomes divided by total number of possible outcomes. This is for probability of an event which will take place for that formula. And this formula is for not having the event. So this formula you will use when they ask for not having an event. So possibility of not having the event will be equal to 1 minus possibility of having a event. This will make it still more clear to you. For example, we'll take possibility of not having the head. You see here, when we toss the coin, either we get head or we get tail. So possibility of not getting head. So we will see possibility of not getting head. H bar means possibility of not getting head. So we will use this formula, possibility of the event not getting. So we put the bar here. So then what is the formula? 1 minus possibility of having the event. So if this is the case, 1 minus possibility of having the event, what was that? Here, possibility of having is 1 upon 2. So 1 upon 2. So if you take the LCM, you'll get 2 minus 1 divided by 2. So you'll get 2 minus 1, 1, 2. So same answer you are getting, because here in this case there is a 50-50% of chance. Possibility of getting head, 50% of chance is there, and not getting head also we have 50% of chance, because if you get also 1 upon 2, if you don't get then it becomes a tail, so there also 50% of chance is there. So this is how we calculate here possibility of not getting the head, 1 minus possibility of getting head. So when you calculate, you will get the answer. So same way, if you take for dice, for example, dice we saw possibility of getting 1, or the probability of getting 1 equal to 1 upon 6, because total outcome here is 6, but then probability of getting 1 is 1 time, so 1 upon 6. So now let's find out probability of not getting 1. So 1 minus getting 1 is probability of getting 1. This is our formula. So 1 minus probability of getting 1 is what? 1 upon 6. So 1 upon 6. Now 1 we write, 1 here, 1 upon 6, we need to get the denominator, so we take the LCM. So when you take LCM, 6 upon here 6 you will get, minus 1 upon 6. So 6 minus 1 on 6, 6 minus 1, 5 upon 6. So probability of not getting 1 is 5 upon 6. Now let's check here with this formula. We said probability of getting event plus probability of not getting event is equal to 1. So let's check it. Now probability of getting event, let's take for dice. For dice we will take probability of getting event 1 is 1 upon 6. So 1 upon 6 plus probability of not getting 1 is 5 upon 6. So in denominator it is same, 1 plus 5. So 6 upon 6. So we will get 1. So we have proved the formula here. Probability of an event plus probability of not getting an event is equal to 1. So we have proved here. Probability of getting 1 is 1 upon 6. Probability of not getting 1 is 5 upon 6. So when we calculate, we end up in 1. This introduction part is very, very important. There are 2 more introduction parts are there. So if you study the introduction part very well, then the problem to solve is very easy. Thank you. God bless you.